I'm RachelJoyify and I'm in my kitchen! And today I'm going to be making something very lush-tastic. I'm going to be making bath bombs! And I'm definitely not making this video before Christmas because I want to give them as Christmas presents, but I'm going to publish it after Christmas so nobody knows what the Christmas presents will be. I just said Christmas so many times. Christmas! Okay, so we will be making bath bombs. There are hundreds and hundreds of recipes online, and so I just kind of picked a random one that I found on Pinterest. But here are the ingredients that you will need. You will need epsom salt, or I don't really know how to say it. Citric acid, olive oil, essential oils, baking soda, cornstarch, and food coloring. You will also need some water, but I figure that you could just get water on your own. And here are the utensils that you will need. A large bowl, a container that you can regulate how much liquid is being poured from it. It will make more sense later. A whisk, measuring equipment stuff, and molds to put your bath bombs in. I will say that this isn't the first time I've attempted to make bath bombs. I did it 2 days ago, and it was mostly just a trial run to make sure I could understand how things worked and which molds didn't work. In terms of molds for your bath bombs, I think the best ones that would work would be kind of like these. I did have some molds that were more rubbery, but that made it harder to get it out, and I couldn't compress the bath bomb stuff in it as much. So these ones are the ones that came out the best for me. Okay, I instantly forget everything I'm supposed to do. So the first thing we're going to do is mix our dry ingredients into the bowl. So we get our epsom salt. I don't know how to say that. My mom got me a 6-pound bag of it, so I think I'm good for a while. We'll need a ½ cup of epsom salt. We'll just call it e-salt. Just a note, before you start doing this, you're going to get this stuff everywhere, so if you like a clean kitchen, you will probably not like this. 1 cup of baking soda. Okay, next you will need a ½ cup of citric acid. My nose is already tingling a little, and I'm out of citric acid, so hopefully that was enough. Later you'll want the cornstarch if your mixture is too wet, because then it helps dry it up and clump together better. Maybe, I'm not sure. We're gonna whisk it. We're gonna whisk it a little bit. So dry ingredients are good. Put that aside. And now we're gonna do our not dry ingredients, our liquid ingredients. 1 teaspoon of water. So you'll need 2 teaspoons of essential oils. I got this from my aunt's massage place. And so you'll just kind of want something that smells good. I have orange. Lavender is always a good choice too. And so just get 2 teaspoons. It gets really potent. Just, you know, because we don't have smell-o-vision, I just want you to know that it smells very strong. Ooh, 3 teaspoons of olive oil. I will say this now that I am not a bath bomb professional, and so maybe you shouldn't follow my instructions, but you know, if you want to, that's great. Oh, now you put the food coloring in with the liquids. This next part is the really hard part because we have to mix our dry ingredients with our liquids. So we're going to gently pour the liquid into the dry. So you want to make sure that this doesn't fizz in the dry ingredients, and it's super important because if it starts fizzing now, it won't be as fizzy in the bath, and then that just takes the fun out of a bath bomb. When I did it the first time, it took me so long to put it in. You're gonna want to put little tiny bits, because if it's more than a little bit, it's really hard to control and make sure it doesn't fizz. So I'm a cautious person, so I just do it little by little and just whisk. I don't take whisks when it comes to my liquids. So this is what it's gonna look like. Wait, and drop, and you whisk. You want to smother it. You want to smother it before it has a chance to fizz. So yeah, we're just gonna whisk. I have been wanting to make these for so long because I love Lush. Like, let's just have this time to talk to each other, okay? I love Lush. This is obviously not sponsored by Lush because I'm obviously making my own bath bombs instead of buying them at the store. You want to make baths, but you don't want to make them so, like, $6 important baths. That was too much. Okay, see, don't take whisks, everyone. So mixing this in is very hard. It's very hard. But probably getting the right consistency is also equally as hard, because you don't want it to be too dry and flaky, because then it doesn't adhere to the mold. I don't really know what that means. It just sounds like, that kind of sounds like, I don't really know what I'm saying. But you don't want it too wet, or else it starts to fizz in the mold, which is what happened, and which is why it took me about 2 hours to make the bath bomb for the first time. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. We're gonna do this. I've just been so crafty lately. Like, DIY December is real with me. Like, you can go on Hobby Lobby and just look at the things they have there, and you're like, I can make that. I can make that on my own. But, you know, you buy things anyway because sometimes you're just too lazy. But sometimes you should just go and make it. You want a bath bomb? Just Pinterest that. You know, there is no harm in failing. The moral of the video, you can make mistakes. You can do things that you may fail at. You know, we're always scared. We're always scared to try new things, or like things we may fail. Okay, so my camera battery died, so it was taking a little break. So basically what I did was mix this more and more. I added some of that. I had some close calls. I was a little impatient, so don't be impatient when making your bath bombs. Whisk. Do you hear that? Whoa. So I'm definitely gonna put some in these heart molds. Get some out. And especially if it's this big, you probably don't have to fill it up all the way. So you have to make sure that you press it down though, because if you don't press it down, then it won't harden together, and so then it won't stay together, and then, you know, it'll just be a mess. Ma'am! Okay, if I make a little cameo. Yeah, you can make a cameo in the video. We got barely enough to finish this mold. So I will report back in 24 hours to show you how these look when they're up there and when they're all done. Words are fun. Okay, so here are the bath bombs after 24 hours. Obviously the orange is a lot better consistency and a lot less crumbly than the blue ones. So if you're like me and some of your bath bombs don't work out, you can put them in a jar, so then the person you're giving the gift to can just put it in the bath themselves. I really hope that you like this video of me making bath bombs, and I hope that you have a great day.